Hey you guys, I am back with another video. I know it's probably been maybe a couple weeks since I've been on here live, as far as showing myself. Um, but yeah, as you can see by the title, pretty interesting dream I had last night. So I'll jump right on in there. So basically last night, I had this dream where it showed me walking down these streets. I don't know where I was, but I was walking down these streets and there was a bunch of people around. And I was singing this song that I was just making up off the top of my head. I don't know what I was singing, but it was making reference to Jesus. It was a song about Jesus. And as I was singing this song, it was like I was holding something in my hand. I don't remember what I had in my hand, but I was holding it up. And I remember as the dream progressed, as I was still singing, I ended up in this area, or this neighborhood, I guess you could say, where it was like a bunch of people that kind of looked like they were in gangs. And I felt some fear begin to creep up, because I was like, oh my gosh, they're not going to receive what I'm saying. But it was like a boldness just came over me, and I just kept singing what I was saying. It was almost like, it wasn't so much singing, it was also like a proclamation, like I was proclaiming. I wish I could remember what I was saying, but I know it had to do with Jesus. And so as I was entering into this territory where, like I said, I saw these guys that were like in gangs or whatever, I noticed that some of the guys began to kind of like, you could tell they were touched by what was saying, and they just kind of like was like, you know what, I'm done with this, and they began to follow. They was following me. And after that, it showed me running down the streets. I don't know where I was, but I was just running, and I was yelling, Jesus is coming now. Jesus is coming now. And I don't know how many times I said that, because it's not I wasn't able to remember everything when I woke up this morning. But I was like just yelling that. And when I woke up this morning, I was like, oh my gosh, that is so like amazing. Because when I would have dreams of Jesus coming, yeah, I've had dreams where it felt like, okay, right in that moment he was coming. But when I have like these nudges in my spirit where it's like, okay, Jesus is coming soon, Jesus is coming anytime now. But to have this dream last night where I was literally yelling, Jesus is coming now. Not he's coming soon. He's coming now, you guys. So I thought that was pretty cool. And I want to insert some dreams that I've had since the last time I've talked to you all. Because I didn't really want to make like videos, because they wasn't like really long detailed dreams. So that's why I really didn't want to do a video, but I'll insert the dreams here. I want to also run by you all something really, really interesting that I kind of kept to myself, but the Lord really told me, okay, there's a reason why I showed you what I showed you. And it's because I believe he was giving us something to look towards. Remember when I told you all, and I shared it on here, I believe it was on March 15th, and I told you all I had bear with me, I just got off work, you guys. There was a combination of 3 dreams that I had this night. And I told you all, after I had the first dream, I heard the words sepulcher. I believe I pronounced that right, you guys. I hope I did, because y'all was on me because I wasn't pronouncing it right. But it's okay. I love you. But I believe it was pronounced sepulcher on the 21st. So I know a lot of you all have heard about this, where supposedly on April the 6th, the Holy Sepulchre, the tomb where Jesus lay before he was buried, supposedly started bleeding. Like there was blood that was captured by someone. And I actually did a video when I learned about that, because a few of you had messaged me and was like, hey, did you hear about this? Thank you all for letting me know, by the way. I had actually did the video. I was going to upload it here on YouTube. And then I go online and I see where different websites were debunking this event, because they were saying that it actually happened in 2014, not in 2016. So I was like, I don't know. I don't think I should do the video. But here's the kicker. Now, mind you, I said I heard sepulcher on the 21st. This was put on the web for people to search on April the 6th, right, of this year. Something told me, or I'm not going to say something told me, I was led to go on Google and type in the date, April 6th, which is the Gregorian calendar, and see what it came to on the Hebrew calendar. Take a look. Do y'all see that? It came out to be the 21st of Nisan. So I was like, and I did the video. I made a second video. I'm like, okay, come on, you guys. What are the odds of me hearing sepulcher on the 21st? And then you had an incident with the Holy Sepulcher, which is speaking of a tomb that Jesus was laid on before he was buried, and blood just happened to appear, and it happened during Passover. And the date that this was circulating through the web happens to convert to the 21st of Nisan on the Hebrew calendar. I'm like, oh. But then I still didn't I didn't upload the video. I didn't upload it because I was like, okay, people are going to come on this video and they're going to be saying it was fake, it was debunked. Why are you putting this up here? You know, and I was like, okay, I'm not going to upload it. But it kept weighing on me. I'm like, Lord, it don't make sense. Like, how is it that I heard sepulcher on the 21st and there was an actual event that occurred on the 21st of Nisan if you convert it to the Hebrew calendar? And I feel like the Lord gave me those words as a way to point to something. What is the something? Glad you asked. There was a lot of key things that was taking place where the theme of resurrection kept appearing. And then the same night that I had the dream where that I shared, where me and a friend of mine saw a dead man rise, the same night, I believe she said that she received the word resurrection. I think that's what she told me. I hope I'm saying that correctly. But it was like we were both getting the same thing throughout that week. It was really cool. So, what am I saying? Overall, I'm saying that in so many ways, the Lord is giving us these little pieces to this puzzle called when is the rapture going to happen. And you guys, I believe with every part of me, it's about to happen very soon. Like, I don't know what else to tell you. I mean, I was yelling, Jesus is coming now. He's coming now, you guys. Like, really? Now. Now. So, I just believe that we are definitely in the season. We see what's going on in the Middle East, with Syria, with the United States, with Russia, with China, with Britain, with France, with Israel. I mean, it's like everything is coming to that boiling point. Like everything is bubbling and it's about to just spill over. You know, we're literally, it's such a fine line, you know, and it just takes me back to where I had the dream where I saw military getting into position. That's what we're seeing, you guys. Military is getting in position. I mean, they're sending troops, they're sending carriers. I mean, it's like it's all a matter of when. They're ready. They're ready to start World War III. They're ready. It's just a matter of when the Lord says, okay, now. So, you guys, I am 100% exhausted. I mean, it's so, oh my gosh, you have no idea what I go through. I've been going through so much at work. It's been warfare. It's been warfare. I mean, yesterday I was so emotional. I was crying and just feeling beat down, and I came home and it was just, I just felt so exhausted. You guys, if I had made this video yesterday, I would have been just crying my eyes out because that's just how bad it was yesterday. I go through so much. It's warfare everywhere you go, you guys, because it's who we are. It's the light that's within us. It's who we represent. You know, when you represent Christ, there's an attack every which way. It just is. I mean, you get attacked in every area of your life because that's how much the enemy hates us. And you guys, I just want you to know, you have no idea how much it means to me to know that a lot of you all are praying for me. I thank you so much for your prayers. I thank you so much for the comments, the feedbacks, the encouragement, the positive words, the very kind, sweet words that you guys you guys say to me, it means a lot. Like, it really does. But most importantly, your prayers, they definitely mean a great deal to me. A great deal. And I just want you all to know that I really, really, really appreciate your prayers. But for me to have been so beaten down yesterday, and you guys, I had the worst headache, because it wasn't like a normal headache. It was just one of those, you are just so exhausted, like everything in your body is just drained. It was like that. And I just laid in the bed and just went to sleep. I mean, my husband prayed over me, and I just went to sleep. I slept like a baby. And the Lord gave me that dream last night. And I thought that was so awesome that he would give me that dream. And when I was telling my friend that it was like I was holding something as I was singing and proclaiming his name, she sent me a snapshot. Not a snapshot, come on. A screenshot. She sent me a screenshot. And I thought it was so cool, because she was saying that on the first day of this celebration that Israel is going to be having on April 18th, it's going to be for 3 days. And you guys, don't you find that interesting? Like, really? That they're celebrating their anniversary. I mean, yeah, their anniversary early than expected, almost a month early. Something to think about, But she had sent me a screenshot of something that she saw online, and it was saying that on the first day, I believe it was something dealing with a torch. Here, let me not mess this up. Take a look at this. Notice how it makes mention of, for the 3 days of celebration, there will be singing together. It kind of reminds me of what I dreamt when I was singing in the streets, proclaiming and singing the name of Jesus. So I just thought that was cool, you know? It's so amazing how in tune your spirit can be, even if you're not really knowing what's going on with the news or what other people are saying on YouTube. It's just really interesting, because I kind of checked out of YouTube for a few days, and when I got back on YouTube, it was like I kept seeing stuff about people are seeing 7-Eleven and 117, and then I saw the video where Trump mistaken 9/11 for 7-Eleven. I'm like, wait a minute. No lie, you guys. I literally, and I told my friend, I had woke up from a dream where I just kept seeing I kept saying 711-117. And I was waking up as I was saying, seeing that. Like, why am I seeing 711-117? It was weird. And come to find out, people were seeing that, and it was kind of circulating on YouTube. I'm like, that is just really interesting. And I think when you look at 7-Eleven, it actually ties back to Noah with the flood. I believe it's in Genesis. Here's the scripture. So isn't that cool? Like, wow, But anyway, you guys, don't be discouraged. You please know that I understand where you are when you say I'm so ready to leave. Like, I get it. I am so tired. It's just so much that I deal with. It's so much I take on daily. It's always a fight. But you know what? I do it because I love my Lord. And I look at what he did for me. It just does not compare to, what I may go through. I mean, he died for me. He suffered greatly. So the least I can do is go through what I go through. But it's definitely not easy. You guys, you see I wore my shirt, God's Not Dead. I wore it to work proudly. But yeah, I do believe the Lord's coming. And he said he's coming now. I mean, come on, you guys. Look at all the dreams that we're having. Look at the themes. I mean, I've been having celebration themes and birthday themes. Remember the whole, oh, I almost forgot. This is so interesting. Man, I wish okay. So real quick, you know we're in the month of April, right? Okay. So I noticed last week, it seemed like everybody and their mama name was April. I mean, my antennas kept going off every time I would be around somebody and they would mention somebody's name April. I'm like, oh my gosh, what is going on with people's name April? And I had a dream where, oh my gosh, I'm really trying not to make this a long video. Okay, I had a dream. Like if you go back to my very, very, very first upload that I did here on YouTube, that was like my very, very first prophetic end time dream I had. If you haven't seen it, check it out. Very first upload. Just scroll all the way down to the beginning. Very first video. But in that dream, an angel had came to me and said, don't worry, we washed your hair. And I've always been puzzled by that. So a couple of days before this dream that I'm about to share, I had a dream where I was washing my hair, right? Okay. 2 nights after that, I had a dream I was putting conditioner on my hair. I know this probably sounds weird, but bear with me. I was putting conditioner on my hair. Guess who was in the scene? A girl named April that I follow on YouTube. I love watching natural hair videos because I'm natural and I could use all the help I can get. But yeah, she was in the dream as I was putting the conditioner on my hair. Now, the reason why that stood out to me is not just because her name is April, but when I go back to that dream where the angel told me, don't worry, we washed your hair. With my hair, it's a step-by-step process. First, I wash it, then I condition it. And it was almost like, okay, is that alluding to something, to that time frame? Because if you watch that dream, my very first dream, you'll understand where I'm going with this. But hey, this video is getting long. I love you all. God bless you all. If I receive anything else, I will promise. Yeah, I said that right. I will promise to let you all know. You guys, it's been a long day. But yeah, thank you again to all my faithful subscribers. You guys have been rocking with me since the beginning. Thank you all who have been with me for a year, for 2 years, 3 years. Yeah, it's been a lot of you who've been with me that long. Thank you all to the new subscribers. So I appreciate all of you. I appreciate a lot of you who, Margie, if you're listening, thank you for the emails. She always sends me emails of different news clippings that's going on in the Middle East and just really interesting things that we need to be made aware of. So thank you for that. Thank you to all of you who email me different other things to look at. You may share videos, you may share your dreams. So yeah, I thank you all. I love you all. God bless you all. And keep looking up, you guys, because it's not that much longer. All right, you guys, stay in faith. Love you.